بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Okay, let's wait for another minute. طيب again بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اليوم إن شاء الله, today إن شاء الله we will complete learn how to write the alphabet. We just learn how to write them to know their shapes when we read or when we see them in the words. So this is just the purpose of learning the shapes of alphabets. So firstly, when you see this one, you might be confused because all of you know that this one is ta, just this ta. But when you see it in the word, you might be confused. So here we learn all types of them to recognize it. And this is ta, and this is ta, and this is ta, and this is also ta, and this is ta. But these ones, this is called ta marbuta, as we said last time. It only comes at the end of the nouns. It only comes at the end of the nouns. But this can be sometimes in nouns, sometimes in verbs, sometimes in particles. طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Let's start. We will revise the alphabet again. ألف باء تاء ثاء جيم حاء خاء دال ذال راء زاي سين شين صاد ضاد طاء ظاء عين غين فاء قاف كاف لام ميم نون هاء واو همزة ياء. Last time we learned how to write alif and ba and ta and tha. Today inshallah we will take more than 4 because we want to finish this very early. So focus with me here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today inshallah we will start with the letter Jim. Jim. Sorry. Jim in the beginning of the word, it will be like this. As we said, we write from the right to the left. Arabic language, from the right to the left. And Jim again in the beginning will be like this. It should be on the line like this one. So this is Jim in the beginning. And Jim isolating this part above the line, then the rest of it under the line. This is Jim isolated. So again, Jim in the beginning, and this is Jim isolating. Jim in the beginning again. Jim has a dot under it. Jim, Jim. And this is Jim isolating. In some books, you will find them telling you Jim in the middle. Actually, I don't prefer to say the Jim in the middle, especially for kids, because it might be confusing for them. But anyway, this is Jim in the middle. It will connect it with the letter before it from here. Then we will connect it with the letter after it from this side. So any letter before it will have this part. So we don't have to make it in the middle and the likes. So just the beginning and isolating are enough. For example, if we have a word consists of ba and jim and ta, this is just an example. So let's try to connect them together. So the word will be ba, then write jim, then ta will be like this. And don't forget the dot of jim. So this will be the word. So jim in the middle, the same, this one, and looks like the same in the beginning here, just connected with ba from this side. Okay, is this clear? واضح? Anyone can open your microphone and say if it's clear or
Yes,
not.
it's clear.
تمام الحمد لله. That's good. So again, this is the letter G. G in the beginning and G isolating. Yep, after that, let's see what's after G. After G, we have, I will ask someone. Okay, Maisha?
Yes,
What's after G?
Jim Ha.
Ha. Very good. Ha. أحسنتي. Well done. طيب. Would you tell me what's the difference between Jim and Ha?
Jim has a nukta between it and Ha doesn't.
ما شاء الله نعم. Jim has نقطة يعني dot and Ha doesn't have. Very good. Thank you very much. جزاك الله خيرا. So this is Ha. It's the same like Jim in the beginning dot without the dot. Ha in the beginning like this. Ha in the beginning. And Ha isolating the same like this. Ha isolating. Ha in the beginning and Ha isolating. Very easy, alhamdulillah. Again, Ha should be on the line like this. And this is Ha isolated. And of course, when you write it down on your notebook, it will be better than on the screen. So this is Ha. طيب, let's ask. Who with us here today? Yusra?
Yes.
Yeah. What's the letter after Ha in alphabet?
Kha.
Kha, yes, great. طيب, what's the difference between Jim and Ha and Kha?
Jim has the nukta in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Ha doesn't have any nukta, and Kha has a nukta above.
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. Very good.
At the
Great.
top.
نعم جميل ما شاء الله. أحسنتي. That's great. جزاك الله خيرا. So Kha has نقطة or a dot on the top. Kha in the beginning should be on the line like this. Has a dot on the top. Kha again. Kha in the beginning. And Kha isolating this part on the line and the rest of it under the line. And put نقطة or dot. So this is Kha. So again, Jim, Ha, Kha. I write Jim again. Jim in the beginning. And Jim isolating. Ha in the beginning. And Ha isolating. Kha in the beginning. And Kha isolating. Okay, so those are the three letters, Jim, Ha, Kha. This is in the beginning and this is isolating. Also, as I told you, it doesn't matter to learn Jim in the middle, Jim at the end when it's connected like this. It's not that important because you already when you have more than two letters, you will make them the same. You will connect the same part from this side. So this doesn't important here, or it's not important. So Bismillah. This is Jim and Ha and Kha. Now we will learn the letter Dal. 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 It just had two types. Dal in the beginning always isolating. Dal isolating, always in the beginning isolating. In the middle, it will connect with the letter after it. Before it. It will connect with the letter before it. So Dal isolating in the beginning, why? Because it doesn't connect with the letter after it. Always write Dal, then space. Dal, then space. We don't connect Dal with the letters after it. And Dal in the middle, you will see it like this. Dal in the middle. And also the end. Dal at the end and middle, the same. So isolating or like this. So this one in the beginning, why is the beginning like this? Because it doesn't connect with the letter after it. Dal doesn't connect. If you remember also we said that about alif. Alif also doesn't connect with the letter after it. Also about the homework that we said, we learned, for example, one of you wrote ba like this. So alif here doesn't connect with the letter after it. The same for dal. Let's say that we have a word has jim and dal and tha, and we want to make a word. We want to make this word, this letters as a word. So we will write jim that we just learned today, jim in the beginning, then dal in the middle will be like this. Then it will not connect with the letter after it, so that will be isolating here. Is it clear? واضح? Anyone answer?
It's clear.
Alhamdulillah. So again, dal doesn't connect with the letter after it. So when you write it, always make a space between it and between the letter after it. This is for dal. And dal doesn't have any dots. طيب, what's after dal in the alphabet? Let's ask. مثلا حفصة.
Zal.
دال, نعم. And pronounce it ذال.
Zal.
نعم, it's a tip of tongue letter. Tip of tongue letter means that you will have to make the tip of your tongue between your teeth and pronounce it ذال.
Zal.
نعم, أحسنتي. So and again we have three tip of tongue letters. They are tha and dhal and va. We have three tip of tongue letters. Tha, dhal, va. Tha, dhal, va. When you say va, you should fill your mouth with air. You should fill your mouth with air. Va. نعم. طيب, it's a heavy letter. Va is a heavy letter. But tha and dal, they are light. They are light letters. طيب, back to the letter dal. The difference between dal and dal, that we, as we wrote, doesn't have any dots. Doesn't have نقطة. Dal has a dot. Dal has a dot. Dal. And also we should write it on the line like this. And also dal is from the letter that cannot join with the letter after it. Cannot join with the letter after it. So when we write it, we make space between it and between the letter after it. Dal. So in the beginning, it will be isolating. In the beginning, always it will be isolated letter. Dal in the beginning is isolating. And in the middle, you will see it connected from the right and doesn't connect from the left. Dal. And focus here, because after that, inshallah, you will recognize dal, or you will know the difference between dal and noon. Noon, this is the letter noon, isolating. But when we write noon, it will be like this. Okay, this is in the beginning and middle too. Just this part will be for the letter before it. So how will you know that this is dal, not noon? You will know that because dal doesn't connect, but noon connected. Both of them has a dot on the top. Dal, the difference is that dal doesn't connect with the letter after it, but noon connected with the letter after it. تمام؟ واضح؟ Is it clear? Anyone say anything?
It's clear.
It's clear, alhamdulillah. So again, this is the letter dal. Dal, isolating in the beginning, will not join with the letter after it, and this is dal in the middle and the end, the same. طيب. After that, inshallah, Bismillah. The letter after that is
Ra.
را. نعم, great, very good. جميل. را. را here should be written like this. A small part on the line and the rest of it under the line. It's a curved line like this. را. را. And again, ra also is an isolated one. In the beginning will be isolated. So we learned that alif, dal, dal, they isolated in the beginning, and ra too is isolated in the beginning of the word. So those four cannot join with the letter after them. Alif, dal, dal, ra. And we will learn zai also, the same, and wow. So we have 6 letters in Arabic language, 6 letters in Arabic language doesn't connect, or they don't connect with the letter after them. They are alif, dal, dal, ra, zay, and the last one, inshallah, we'll learn it later, wow, wow. So all of those, they don't connect with the letter after them. They don't connect with the letter after them. So ra will be in the beginning like this, and you will see it in the middle will be like this. It will connect with the letter before it, and at the end of the same shape. So this is for ra. What's after ra? We just mentioned it. It's zay, zay, zay. By the way, some people say about it zain, zain. This is not correct. It's not zain. And also it's not za, it's zay, zay. Okay, again, some people say about it, it's zain. Some people say za. This is not correct. The correct name for this letter is zay, zay. So the letter zay also isolated in the beginning, cannot join with the letter after it. And in the middle, you will see it like this. So zay in the beginning, and zay in the middle. Middle or end, the same. Middle or end, the same. Also, it can be isolated at the end. How? It can be isolated at the end if we have letter before it, one of those. If one of those comes before zay at the end, so it will be isolating too. Because we just said that those letters cannot join with the letter after them. Okay, واضح? If anyone have a question, you can ask now. Do you have any questions about this part? No questions. Okay. طيب, Bismillah. We have a question here. Okay, no, تمام. Okay. Let's revise them again here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Here, look at this. So from the beginning, we learned it last time. Ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, dal, dal. All of those are light letters. Don't say dal. It's not dal. It's dal, dal. And ra, zay, ra, zay. Once more. Ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, dal, ra, zay. Now we will learn sin. Sin. Bismillah. Sin in the beginning will be like this. Should be on the line and like this. So 1, 2, 3, then complete it. And when you write by your hand, it's different from when you see it in the books. Sometimes you will find it in books, especially even in Quran. You will find it just has like email sent to show you. Look at this, Bismillah. Yeah, for example, here the letter sin. Yes, but when it's followed by ra, yeah, and shin too, when it's followed by ra, sometimes you will find it just a little different. Okay, so shin write it like this, but when it's followed by ra, it will be just a little different. But you know it, this is shin, 3 small lines here and 3 dots, shin. And sin the same, just 3 small lines. Here, look at this, here sin. Sin followed by ra, sin followed by ra. So sin in the middle, or when it's followed by ra, especially ra, sometimes some people be confused. This sin, yeah, this is sin here. So let's write it here, sin. This is sin in the beginning, and sin isolating will be like this. Sin isolating will be like this. This part on the line and the rest of it under the line. So sin in the beginning and sin isolating. Now shin, after sin we have shin. Shin is different from sin that it has 3 dots. The difference that shin has 3 dots. So shin, again, shin. Shin has 3 dots on the top. This is shin in the beginning, should be on the line. And shin isolating. Isolating at the end or by itself. Shin, shin. Again, this part on the line and the rest under the line. Then both 3 dots. Shin, shin. So this is for sin and shin. Let's make an example for connected letters to make a word. For example, let's try to write, if we have just a random letters like we learned kha, and we learned sin, we learned dal, we learned alif. It will be a long word. We learned ta, for example. When we want to connect those letters together, it will be like this. Kha here, like this. Then after kha, we have sin. Then dal. Sorry, the pen. Dal. Then dal cannot join with the letter after it. So we write alif. طيب, alif. Does alif connect? No, it doesn't connect to two. So we will write ta isolating. Again, so here kha will connect with sin. Sin will connect with dal. Dal cannot join with the letter after it. So we will write alif like this. Then we will see if alif connect or not. No, alif doesn't connect. Alif doesn't connect with the letter after it. So we will make it isolated. And ta isolated too. Okay, is this clear? هل هذا واضح؟ Is it clear? واضح؟
It's clear.
Alhamdulillah. Your name is Shahzadi?
Yeah, I'm Shanaz. Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's complete here another example, and I will ask one of you to connect them. To try to connect the letters together like this. Let's try to write ba and shin and ra, and after that Yeah, we have 10 minutes. I will send another link, inshallah. After these 10 minutes, inshallah, I will send another link. Okay, let's just try to write this word. It will be like this. Ba, then sha, then ra. And write the dots. Ba, sheen, and ra. Ba, then sheen, then ra. Okay, that's easy, alhamdulillah. Another one. What if we have dal, ha, for example, ra, then sin, and ta. For example, dal, ha, ra, sin, ta. How will we write this? It will be like this. Dal cannot join with the letter after it, so it will be isolated. Then ha in the beginning like this. Then we will write ra. Ra too cannot join with the letter after it, so sin will be like this. Then ra can connect, sin can connect, yeah. So we write ta connected with ta like this. So this will be the word. I know this is not actual word, but just I'm trying to tell you how it looks like when we connect them together. تمام. After that, inshallah, we will learn the letter صاد. صاد. So we learned جيم حاء خاء دال ذال راء زاي سين شين. Now we learn صاد. صاد. صاد is a heavy letter. صاد is a heavy letter. We have 7 heavy letters in Arabic language. We have 7 heavy letters in Arabic language. I will write them. Wait a second. The 7 heavy letters are خاء, صاد, ضاد, غين, and طاء. And قاف and ضاء. So we have 7 heavy letters in Arabic language. خاء, صاد, ضاد, غين, طاء, قاف, ضاء. Arab collected them in a sentence. This sentence is خصة. Just to be easy to remember them. خصة, خصة ضغط, ضغط, and this pronouncing of noon for tanween. Inshallah, we will learn this later. خصة ضغط قض, قض. خصة ضغط قض. These are the heavy letters in Arabic language. خصة ضغط قض. خاء, صاد, ضاد, غين, طاء, قاف, ضاء. Always heavy. You don't say خا, we say خا, خا. We don't say sa, it's صا, صا. We don't say da, it's ضا, ضا. Also to not make it like dal, it's ضا. Dal is light, ضا. ضاد is heavy. Dal is a light letter, ضاد is a heavy letter. Also we say غا, غا, not غا, غا. No, we say غا, غا. طا, طا, قا. And قا and ضا. ضا. ضا is a heavy letter. As I told you, it's a tip of tongue letter, and also fill your mouth with air. ضا, 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 like that. So these are the heavy letters. Back to our practice on writing. Bismillah. You write the letter صاد. صاد. صاد in the beginning. Wait a second, please. صاد in the beginning will be like this. It should be on the line. And we have this small part here. So this is صاد in the beginning. صاد in the beginning. Again, should be on the line. صاد in the beginning. This is how we write it. Start from under the line, then make this part, then small line here. صاد in the beginning. And صاد isolating, it will be like this. صاد isolating. Once more, صاد isolating. Here. So look at the book. This is صاد in the beginning, and this is صاد at the end or middle. As I told you, you will know how to write, to connect them together. So صاد in the beginning and صاد at the end, and this is صاد isolating. So this is the letter صاد. صاد. Oh, sorry. After that, we have the letter ضاد. ضاد. Now we will learn the letter ضاد. ضاد also is a heavy letter, as we mentioned here. ضاد is a heavy letter, as we mentioned here. So we say ض, ض, ضاد, ضاد. Don't say dad, dad. No, it's ض, ض. Fill your mouth with it. ضاد. ضاد is the same like صاد, but the difference just for the dot. So we make the same here. ضاد and write the dot on the top. Allahu Akbar wa la ilaha illallah. So ضاد, ضاد in the beginning, and ضاد isolating will be like this. Again, ضاد in the beginning and ضاد isolating. Okay. So this is about صاد and ضاد. Right. After that, we have the letter طاء. 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 طاء also, as we just mentioned, look at this here. طاء is a heavy letter. طاء is a heavy letter. So صاد, ضاد, and طاء too today. Bismillah. طاء, we write it like this. As I told you, sometimes you will find it different from our writing. For example, we make this part with our hands, and we make this line here on the top of it. In some books, you will find it just beside it here. So both of them are correct. But don't make it beside it like in this. For example, don't write it like this. No, this is wrong. طاء, to be more sure, put this line here on the top. طاء, طاء. This is طاء in the beginning. طاء in the beginning. And طاء isolating the same, just make this part shorter. This part will be shorter than in the beginning because it will not connect, because it will be already the last letter. So طاء isolating, or at the end, it will be like this. And I will send another link now, inshallah, because this room is ended. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we were talking about the letter طاء. طاء. طاء in the beginning, it will be like this, and this is طاء isolated or at the end. طاء. Now we will learn the letter ضاء. ضاء. As we just mentioned again, that ضاء is a heavy letter too. So we learned it till now. خاء. From the heavy letters, we learned خاء and صاد and ضاد and طاء, and now we will learn ضاء. ضاء. ضاء, it's similar to طاء, the difference in the dot. So ضاء, we write ضاء like this, the in the beginning, the in the beginning. Again, the in the beginning. And the at the end, this part will be shorter. The at the end. Once more, the at the end.
Hey, can I draw like this? This one? Can you show,
Read on the
see this
screen.
one? No. Is it right?
This is ta. Yeah, correct. But yani try to make it slowly. And
Yeah.
yeah, did you start from the right to the left? Because it doesn't appear to me, it just appears once.
Like this?
Yeah, but just close it from here. Look at my steps here. I start from here, then close it like this, then put this line, the last thing.
Okay.
Once more. Get this here, and like this, then this line, the last one. Yeah, you're closer to make it correct.
Yes.
Again, look at this here. Ta or the, they are the same, just the dot here, the difference in the dot. Yeah, very good, correct. This is correct one.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Wait, you're welcome. So this is a correct one too. So you can make this line here at the end of the semicircle and or on the top of it as it's here. Look at the book here. See here, it's on the top, and this is what I prefer. So write ta on this line on the top of it like this, and the same but the different for the dot. So this ta in the beginning and ta in the middle, ta at the end, and the in the beginning, the in the middle, and the at the end, and or isolated. So let's revise all of them. Bismillah, ba. These are the types of ba, and again, I will repeat that I prefer to just know the beginning and isolating. You will figure out all of them. And this ta, and ta is different here because we have ta marbuta. This is ta marbuta. It only comes at the end of the nouns. Ta marbuta, this one, or the isolated one. Both of them come at the end of the nouns only. Cannot be in verbs. And here, tha, and we said that tha is a type of tongue letter. Tha and dhal and va. These three letters are type of tongue letters. Tha, dhal, both of them are light, and va, it's a heavy one. Va. Like after that, jim, the dot under it when it's in the beginning, or in the middle of it when it's at the end or isolating. And here ha doesn't have any dots. Kha, the dot on the top. Kha. Dal cannot join with the letter after it. So it's isolated when it's in the beginning. Dal also cannot join with the letter after it, but it has a dot. Dal. Ra, the same, cannot join. Zay, it's also cannot join. And we said that we have 6 letters cannot join with the letter after them. Who can tell me what are these 6 letters? Let's see if people focus with us or not. Let's ask. Who want to answer? Anyone can tell me the 6 letters cannot join?
Alif.
Alif, Hafsa, good. Alif.
Dal.
Dal,
Dal. Dal. Dal.
Dal, صحيح.
Ra.
Ra, correct.
Zay.
Zay,
And wow.
Wow, great, very good. Ahsanti. That's great. So the 6 letters that cannot join with the letter after them, alif, dal, dal, ra, zay, and wow. Very good. أحسنتي. جزاك الله خيرا. And after that we learned seen, seen in the beginning and middle end, and sheen. The difference between seen and sheen, that sheen have 3 dots. And as I told you, sometimes maybe you will say it different, this one different, especially when it connected with ra. In some books and in some verses in Quran, it's a little different, but still seen and sheen. And here صاد, صاد, صاد in the beginning, and صاد in the middle, and صاد at the end. We said صاد is a heavy letter. We said the heavy letters are 7 in Arabic language. خاء, صاد, ضاد, غين, طاء, قاف, ظاء. And Arab people, they collected them in this sentence. خص ضغط قض. خص ضغط قض. They just said this sentence to memorize the heavy letters, to be easy to remember them in a sentence. خص ضغط قض. So when you separated them, it will be خاء صاد ضاد غين طاء قاف ظاء. These are the heavy letters. طيب after that, بسم الله. We said طاء and ظاء. طيب inshallah, next time we will finish the rest of them, عين and غين and فا and قاف, all of them inshallah. Now we will practice on some letters when we connect them as a word. So let's say that I have ثاء and جيم and را, then sin and ذال. Let's say that this is a word, okay? So we want to connect them together. I'll make this one, then inshallah I will ask one of you to try it and to try another one. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. طيب ثاء جيم راء سين زاي. Look at this. ثاء will be in the beginning like this. ثاء. Then جيم will connect with ثاء. جيم. Then راء. Yeah. راء doesn't connect, so sin will be like this. Then the last one is ذال. ذال. So this is the word. Ra doesn't connect with the letter after it, so sin will be like this. Okay, let's ask someone. Bismillah. I will remove all of this. Let's choose from you. Shahzadi, or if I pronounce it correct, Shahzadi.
Yeah.
I will give you some letters, and I want you to try to write the word. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Okay.
صاد and ta and alif and kha. صاد ta alif kha. Try to make them as a word. تمام. Okay. طيب خاء isolating, how it looks like. Sha. Yeah, this is kha in the beginning. This is kha in the beginning when it will connect with the letter after it. But now it's the last one. So how it looks like? Yeah, correct. Very good. So this is how it looks like here because alif will not connect with that. So write it isolating like this one. أحسنتي. طيب I will rewrite it again. جزاك الله خيرا. That's good. So صاد here, then ta, then alif, then kha. This is our word. I'll write it again. صاد, then ta, then kha. So alif cannot join with the letter after it, then kha will be isolated like this. Yes, correct. أحسنتي. أحسنتي. Well done. Very good. طيب, another one. Let's ask Purnima. Purnima?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, would you please write this or try to connect these letters together? I will tell you the letters here. They are ta, sin, zay, alif. Ta, sin, zay, alif. Okay, let's see. The first letter, ta. This is ta. Yeah, correct. And sin, where is sin? How write sin? Slowly.
I'll write from the beginning. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, sin. This is sin isolating. How we connected with the letter before it. Just write it like in the beginning. But connected with that.
Is correct?
Tamam. So this is sin. Okay, let's see one by one. This is ta is correct. Ta here is correct. Tamam. Wait a second, please. Now, ta here is correct. Good. And sin. So this part, yeah, sin is existent, correct. Okay. Where is the letter zay? Zay. Zay doesn't connect with the letter after it. Okay, watch me. This part is good, alhamdulillah. This part is correct. And just the second part, I will tell you how to write it.
Okay.
This is ta, then sin, then zay, and this is the dots of ta, and this is the dot of zay. Then zay cannot join with the letter after it, so we will write alif isolating. Again, ta, sin, and I put the dots at the end. This is the dots of ta and the dot of zay and right alif. Okay, understand?
Okay. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. The last example, inshallah, let's ask. Wait a second to remove this. طيب حفصة, this is your turn. Hafsa, try to write word, then jim, then ba, no, firstly then zay, then ba, then alif. I'm repeating again, this is not an actual word. I'm just giving you random letters to connect to them and know how the letters connected together. Hafsa, try to write this one and the last part. ضاد جيم زاي باء ألف. تمام. I know that when you write it on your notebook, it will be better than this, inshallah. That's good. But I just have a question. The jim and zal connected or not? And zay, sorry, jim and zay, are they connected or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. تمام. طيب بسم الله. That's good. Alhamdulillah. This is correct. I will just rewrite it to make it more clear. Bod, then jim, then zay, then ba and alif. So all of them connected except zay, like this one. As you did, thank you very much. Jazakallah khairan. Yeah.
For the gene, does it not connect to the dog?
Jim doesn't connect?
So you see where I'll point to it. Yeah,
This?
it doesn't go in a straight line. Yeah.
No, they connected here. This is all of this is dot. All of this and this part too is for dot. Look at this. See? Here. See how we write sod in the beginning? We should write this part, this small thing here. And also dot, the same. We have this small part, then write jim. So look at this, I'll write it again. Dot here, dot, then jim connected. See? Jim connected here. Also here connected. So dot.
I thought that where the gene, where the pointy bit, I thought that it was on the line like this. And then like see it like a line like that. See.
Yeah, I will tell you. We are not like calligraphy people, like the professional in calligraphy, okay? So just know how to make the letter like this. But you know, when the people who are professional in calligraphy, they make jim actually above the line like this part, and the letter before it has like a curve like this, so make it like this. But we are not professional. We will not paint painting or like this, or like or also we will not write verses from Quran and hang them on the walls or the light. So just know that ضاد and جيم connected together. تمام؟ ضاد
Okay.
نعم ضاد and جيم they are connected together like this one, or you can make it like this if you can, like this, or like this one. All of those are correct, but to separate them, no, we don't separate them. تمام؟
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. طيب, so we will revise again here. This will be the last thing, inshallah. Here, we learned today how to write جيم, حاء, خاء, دال, ذال, راء, زاي, سين, شين, صاد, ضاد, طاء, and ظاء. And we said about the heavy letters, they are خاء, صاد, ضاد, غين, طاء, قاف, ظاء. And the letters that not connect with the letter after them, ألف, دال, ذال, راء, زاي, and wow. They are 6 letters. تمام? Do you have any questions? We finished, alhamdulillah. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Okay. I will see you inshallah on next Wednesday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.